What up, though? This is Deborah Anderson, the BlkWmnAnimator, coming back to you with another video. This video is going to be my season review of Motown Magic, which is an animated series based in Motown, Detroit versus everybody, which is why I'm wearing my Fago hat. If you're not aware, what up, though is a common phrase we use to greet each other in Detroit. And happy Black History Month. Even though you can tell by my channel that I celebrate Black History every month. But yeah, this is a review of Motown Magic. I told you when I reviewed the first episode that I was gonna decide whether I was gonna review each episode or just come at the end. And since each episode was maybe 15 minutes, I thought that would have been a lot of dedication. Especially since there was like 25 episodes. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do one at the end. I'm not about to create a different video for each episode. But I thought it was a great series. When I posted my video about the episode 1 review, I know my cousin, he said that his kids love it. One of my sorority sisters said that her kids love it. And so it's really popping amongst the childrens. And it was a really quality show. I like the story, man. Each episode is based off of a Motown song, so I can just imagine that the writing room had to be lit. like just trying to think of how to create a story around each Motown song. The Jackson 5 did Ben, so the main character's name is Ben. So if you think about it, like they had to just choose all these songs at the beginning and then name the characters off of that, just so they have later. Like I don't think they just like named the characters and then chose the songs. Like it had to all be all co-mingled. And the Stevie Wonder song, I'll be jamming until the break of dawn, that was about the grandma and the family doing they were making jam. And so it was just really cool to see how they could take different Motown songs, take either the title of the song or what the song is about, and create a whole episode about around the song. So being from Motown, growing up listening to that music, having it played on the radio. I mean, when I went to school in Rochester, New York, I just realized how quality Detroit radio was, especially with the old school stations, because no other places like it. I'm not sure if it's still like it because, you know, capitalism. So a lot of times the old school stations have millions of songs to choose from, but they continue to play the same 5 songs over and over again. So I'm not sure if it's the same now, since I don't live in Detroit anymore. But definitely growing up, we had like the quality stations where you just could get a myriad of quality music. I remember when I think I was in college and I came back, and my older sister Angie, she's a big Anita Baker fan, so we went to a concert at what is the place called where you just sit on the grass, whatever that is in Detroit. And I mean, where it was my dad, me, I guess my brother and my sister, I know, and we are enjoying the Anita Baker concert. And I'm like, I didn't realize how many Anita Baker songs I just knew. Like I wasn't necessarily like a Anita Baker fan, quote unquote, but I'm like, she's singing all these songs and I just know the words to almost every Anita Baker song. I mean, that's your mind is infiltrated with the quality music if you're from Detroit. I like accidentally knew almost every Anita Baker song just from growing up. And so the story was really good. They had the diverse characters, nice storylines, talking about various topics. oh, I mentioned in the first episode about how you could tell with the backgrounds it was kind of low quality, and you know, sometimes with pilots they just do what they have to do, and then when they get the funding it gets better. So the backgrounds definitely got a little better as far as the quality, and not just being these boxes with no holding edges. But yeah, and so one thing that I did not like was the little sister character. She was giving me Cal U vibes, and you know, people hate Cal U for various reasons. I've heard of parents saying that they absolutely do not allow their children to watch Cal U because they'll start whining, and it's just a negative effect. And not that the little girl was like whiny, but I just feel like she did so many things. It did not have consequences for her actions. Like, that is not a black household. Like, she didn't have to get whoopings, but like, there was one episode where there was a piggy bank that the parents had, and I mean, the parents aren't the most, like, the parents don't make the most money, and so they're scrapping and saving, and surviving good times. But like, they have this piggy bank where they just put coins in and to save up for a vacation. This little girl took the piggy bank, smashed it, because I guess Ben and the grandpa was supposed to be babysitting her. I mean, Ben is like, what, 2nd grade, so he's not technically supposed to be babysitting her. The grandfather is, but you know, the grandfather is like most black grandfather tropes, where like, if you think of Blackish or something, where he's just knocked out on the couch sleeping, taking a nap, because he old, I guess, I don't know. And so she smashes the piggy bank, and then uses the money to buy a dollhouse. And so Ben figures this out and is like, oh man, we gotta replace the money. So they're trying to, I think, make cupcakes. They're trying to do all this type stuff to make this money back. And then once the parents find out when they get home, they're just like, oh, it's okay. Like, no, it's not okay. Like, she should not have done that. Like, at least get grounded, something, a stern talking to. She just did so many things, like just escaping. And I understand, like, it's a cartoon, but just some things were just over the top. Like, come on. If we're just gonna have this diverse representation, there has to be some cultural aspects where, you know, ain't no black child getting away with that. I mean, if you just want it to be cartoony and stuff, she can get away with when she like ran away from home and was going down the street with her little tricycle and stuff like that. Okay, all kids do that, but come on, if you still, these is some poor people. They've been scrimping and surviving, putting their little money together, and she just used all of it to buy a dollhouse, and y'all just be like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. It is not okay. So it's just, a lot of times when I'm watching like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and all these various animated series, whether it's movies, even though I don't have children, I kind of watch it in the eyes of a parent, so to speak. I mean, I'm not a parent, so it's not technically in the eyes of a parent. But I just think of what my future child is going to be exposed to, which why my future children will never watch Disney Channel, because they have horrible storylines, like teaching people to treat rich people well. Like, if you think of Sweet Life and Zack and Cody, horrible. And so it's just like, I just think about what message you're passing on to the people watching the show, specifically children, because hopefully adults can kind of navigate it better. But that's kind of why I was aggravated by the little girl. I'm like, so my child gonna go and try to take my money out of my purse or something like that, and then not think they're gonna have any repercussions. And so I think that was really the only thing I didn't like about it. because it was a pretty quality show. I finished it a while ago. It did take me a while because it was 25 episodes. I'm like, woo, this is dedication. But yeah, I just loved all the songs. In the first few episodes after the pilot, you can tell that Smokey Robinson is singing some of the songs, which Smokey is the GOAT. Matt, like, songwriter, singer, cruising. So that was, I mean, come on, Smokey, come on. And so that was cool. But yeah, like, if you haven't seen Motown Magic, please go watch it. Support. And if you've watched it and had any thoughts, or if you have any questions for me, please leave it down in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe, sign up for post notifications so you can get that email every Wednesday for my new video. And I will see you in the next video. What up, though?